Hello and welcome to the class. Today we're going to see if we can do some arm work and have the shoulders remain soft. So first of all, lying down on the mat as you normally do, placing your feet on the mat, and make sure your chin is not lifted, the shoulders, and walk the shoulders down right away from your ears, and just let the arms roll out just a little way away from the body, perhaps a bit further away today than normal, so you can really release your shoulders and feel the shoulder blades are flat on the mat. Your feet on the mat so your back is rested, and just closing your eyes. And you've got settled, taking your senses inwards into how you feel today and how your breath feels. Is it smooth or is it laboured? Paying attention to the end of the exhalation, where there's a little pause there before the body just automatically needs to inhale. And in that pause, that's where you can really let go. So just focus on that for 6 breaths. Feeling you can let any tension go into the earth. How the earth is giving you energy, but in a relaxing way that you can let go into it. The shoulders and arms feeling heavy on the floor and well supported. And then the fingers can relax, can't they? And the chest is nice and open. Start to feel some energy coming into the hands and the arms. And then starting to walk your feet in towards you, bend your knees into your chest, roll onto the right side, and come up to sitting with your legs crossed. Bring the backs of your hands just above the knees there. Let the elbows go out so the chest is open, the back is lifted. The crown of the head is lifted, the chin parallel to the floor. And as you let go to the shoulders, just feel how the neck feels free. And keeping the head just sitting as it is. And can you bring your right ear to your right shoulder? And just hold it there without moving anything else. And on the end of the exhalation, you should be able to let go, and then the neck will go a little bit further, that you might notice happens with me. Breathe out, breathe in. As you breathe out, good exhalation, and then there's that extra movement that just comes without you doing anything. Come back to center. Just let the ear come towards the shoulder. Try not to do anything else with the body. And then a good breath in. As you exhale, and at the end of the exhalation, Something happens, doesn't it? Kind of let go. And then it goes a little bit more. So we can feel sort of quite free in the neck. So we're going to get up and do a couple of rounds of sun salute. So if you come up, take your hip out of the way, and come to the front of the mat, standing in a good Tadasana. And there's been a bit too much rain lately at the moment, so let's have a good sun salute. And breathe in, stretch up and back, breathing out, fingers in line with toes set down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward, right. Breathe out, left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes set down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward, left. Breathe out, right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back. Knee down, look up, retain into plank, breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down, breathe in into cobra, out into dog, breathe in, step forward, right, breathe out, left, breathe in, stretch up and back, hands into namaste, last one, breathe in, stretch up and back a little bit higher, breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down, breathe in, bring the left foot back, knee down, look up, retain into plank, breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, energy, big step forward, left. Breathe out, right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Good Tadasana, get your breath back. It's nice to have some energy in the body. Heart will start to slow down a little bit now, and we're going to go and do dog pose. So we're going to have two blocks so that we're a little bit lifted in the arms and shoulders. So make sure they're going to be secure on the mat, lined up. You're going to have your palms on the block and your fingertips, just the fingertips off the block. Okay, knees under the hips, everything, and hands to shoulder width, and breathe in, breathing out, suck the tummy in, and lift high, high, high. So already there's less pressure on the arms because we lifted them a bit. So you're going to lift one, not feel too bad, lift the other, not feel too bad, and lift high, high, high. On the next out breath, bring the hips down. Now, can you slide the shoulder blades down your back? Move your chest towards the thighs. Move your bottom back, thighs back. Breathe in. Breathing out. Slide the shoulder blades down the back and press them forward towards the chest. And feel some opening happening there. A good space between ears and shoulders. Breathing. Can you hold it any longer? If you can, then do so. If not, come down into child. Another couple of breaths maybe. You getting those shoulder blades to slide down. And then come down to child, toes together, knees apart. Bring the hands forward, 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 so the fingers are over the blocks. Let the head go. Release. And this time look up and make spider fingers, so the palms are up. And let the fingers do a little bit of work. So bring the shoulders back, wide, elbows out, Then drop the head down. And let the fingers do a bit of work, lifting up the wrists. Breathe. So there's still work from the fingertips down to the bottom. Spine working. Shoulder blades, how do they feel now? And then come back. Remove the blocks. And let's do a plank with dolphin arms. So interlocking the fingers, making space in the palm. There. Bringing the feet straight back. Elbows under your shoulders. Just press a little there. And that feeling of getting the space between the shoulders and the ears. And then stretch one leg back and the other leg back. Now press with the sides of the little finger side of the hand with the arm. As the tummy working. Are the thighs lifting or sagging? And the shoulders away from the ears. And what's the head and the neck doing? Can you bring ease into it without dropping down too much or lifting up too much? And you're a plank, you're a straight line. And we're pressing with the arms a little bit, trying to take the tension off the shoulders really. And then you can come down into sharp again. Just move the hands back, sit back towards the heels. Drop the head down and have the hands in prayer position and bring them back. So the thumbs are on your spine then. And then if you can walk the elbows forward, you'll get more stretch on the upper arms there. And then you can feel some stretch going on here. So you're pressing with the just above the elbow here. And then if you have a block here, you have to do a little bit more. So I have it that way. I need two actually. Two there. And then can you get the upper arms a little bit there? It's a bit hard to do. You need a big stretch forward and then moving back. And then you'll get more movement here on the upper back here, which is always good for the breathing. And there's quite a lot of work going on, isn't there, around here? Arms and shoulders. And you're trying to move this, can you see this little movement back where it's mainly the skin that's moving and then the arms go back a little bit. And then widen the fingers. Forward, back. And then we'll do the dolphin where we move backwards and forward just a little bit. I'm trying to keep the shoulders quite soft today. So, I'm coming forward again like this, the interlock and everything. Move the knees back a little bit. Breathe in, breathing out. Just come forward over the arms. And then back. And bringing the heels back a little bit. So there's quite a bit of work here. Wiggle side to side, come forward. Quite a big movement back. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out. Push back. Once more maybe, forwards. And it's quite a push back, isn't it? There, bring your head just slightly back. Into forward child now. Just have a rest from that. So backs of the hands on side of the feet, forehead down. And release. breathe in and come up. So we're going to come up into Tadasana, mountain pose, and do a bit of work on the arms. And you're going to need a belt and a block handy. So first of all, let's put the block between one block between the thighs and squeeze so we've got a good Tadasana and lifting through. Okay, and feet are together and you're squeezing the block, pushing it back and down, and a good Tadasana. Then bring the arms forward, shoulders down, and can you float them up? Float them up, trying to keep them straight, trying to keep the shoulders released, and have the fingers together, stretch the palms. If it's difficult for you to straighten the arms, you can bring them wider, but can you bring them back more? Okay, use that squeezing of the block between the thighs to keep you well grounded so that you can float up with the upper body. Okay, then bring the arms forward again, interlock, breathe in, breathe out and extend. So can you tuck cross the little fingers, thumbs together, and everything tucked in. Breathe in and lift. So if you squeeze the block so that the tummy starts to work, doesn't it? So you can keep that stability as you work the arms, and you might have a look and see if any fingers have gone astray, because they do that sometimes. Breathing. It's quite a lot of hard work to get those palms up to the ceiling, isn't it? And then come forward. Release, and then change the interlock by moving the thumb and the fingers along, and then breathe in, breathing out and stretch up and extend, and see if you got the fingers in and everything, and stretch up, breathe, have a look at your fingers, extend, put the thumbs together. And as you breathe out, bring the arms down. Okay, now take the block and have the feet together, so you're still in a good Tadasana. Imagine you've got that one there, and lift the arms up. So it's holding the sides of the block now, stretching the fingers again and lifting up. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out, lift more. Breathe in and lift, breathe out, can you bring it back now? And arms are quite strong. And then pushing as if you were trying to bend the block, so pushing in, and that's quite a lot of work on the arms, but can you make the shoulders softer? And breathe. And come down. I'm just going to Uttanasana, feet apart a little bit. Extend the spine, breathe in, breathing out, come forward, forward, forward. Fold the arms, bring the thumbs in the crook of the elbow. Let the arms go. Keep the weight forward, spread the toes. Make sure the feet are facing forward. Bottom up. Legs firm, everything else released. And make sure the ears aren't up by the shoulders. Move the shoulders. And breathe. Hands on your hips, breathe in and extend and come up. I'm getting a bit hot now, so I'll take something off and then get back to your Tadasana again. And I have two blocks this time. So to have one in the thighs there, the other one we're going to have up again and back, and then just holding the corners. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the elbows in towards you and bring the block behind your back, and think about those shoulder blades pushing forward, and then you've got to get the elbows in again. You can move the hands a little in if you like, and then working the legs as well. So a bit of work going on there.
20 minutes.
Okay. You move the block down a little bit more and the elbows back a little bit more. Breathe in and come up. Bring the block behind you. Take the one out of the legs. Together again. Bring this behind you and back. So if you can see what's happening here, shoulder blades down, sliding down, the shoulders wide, and then bringing the block back and up. But the chest, you're keeping the chest up. So again, quite a bit of work. Strong on the upper arms again. Is that evenly behind you, do you think? You have to feel that. You can't see it, can you? And release. Okay, we're going to do wide leg forward bend with the arms behind. So come to the front of the mat, wide with the feet facing forward, interlock behind. Breathe in, breathe out, and stretch down. Make sure the tummy is working here and working through to the chest. Back lifted. Breathe in. As you breathe out, keep the arms now against the back first of all, so they're nice and straight and the shoulders are away from the ears and everything, and then go down. And then start to bring the shoulder blades in towards each other, and then over you go. So breathe in. As you breathe out, move the shoulder blades away from the ears, stretch the arms more away, and you will be able to go further. It's a big stretch on the backs of the legs, so be careful of that. Breathe in with the shoulders away. Breathe out and a little bit further maybe. Once more, breathe in, stretch the arms away a little bit, shoulders away from the ears, and go down. Hands on your hips now, and breathe in, and stretch forward, and come up, and release. And forego Mukasana now, but let's try without the belt, even if you know you can't bring the arms behind you. We've done a bit of work on the shoulders and that might help. So, feet a little bit apart, facing forward, bring the left arm forward, breathe in, breathe out, and bring the arm behind you. And then can you work the hand up without giving it help this time? So bring the shoulders down, see if you can get that movement. Then sweep the other arm up and back. And you might be surprised that you gone a bit further. So this top arm in towards the ear and back, because then there's more help to bring the hands together, isn't there? Look up at your elbow and see if you can move it back a bit more. And then try and let go with this left shoulder, a little bit of movement. Little circle round with the left shoulder. And release. Arms down, stretch the arms up, bring the palms together. And then down. Okay, bring the right arm forward. Other hand on your hips, shoulder down. Breathe in, breathing out. Bring it round. Now see if you can bring it round by bringing the back of the hand and working here. Then let the other arm fly up and back. Just behind your ear maybe, you never know, can you reach something? If not, little circles with this one gently, not forcing anything. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting that shoulder go down, that right one. The other elbow, can you look at the elbow and bring it up and back more? you. And can you release that, the shoulder, the one that's back, that's the one that really doesn't like it too much. And then gently release. And come back to Tadasana. Feet together. Hands in Namaste, shoulders down and back and back. And breathe. Now we're going to do an inverted posture, so you can just put your legs up the wall into Viparita Karani or whatever inverted pose you want to do. So, I'm going to go here and get legs up the wall. And it's quite nice to have a block here. If your bottom's against the wall, if it's not, then don't worry. And then get into that block and can really let your legs go. I've got a nice ledge here that helps my feet to hook around. And then you bring your arms out to the sides. Walk the shoulders down and bring the arms out to the side and make sure they're not lifted here. So you have to look along here and check that they're not lifted up. And then can you feel sort of hips are really heavy, and if this is not comfortable you might want to bring it supported a little bit more or take it out. Because I still want to work on softening those shoulders. So I want you to feel that you can really let go in the shoulders and feel the shoulder blades are flat on the mat. And this helps you because when you're lying down you can get that feeling. Obviously when you're standing then you can feel them flat, but they're supported here obviously, aren't they? So in this, and now can you do cactus arms, so keeping the elbows where they were and bring the hands up. So this is not comfortable for everyone. You might want to wiggle about if it's not, or move about a little, perhaps bring them down. But again, it's a different sort of feeling on the shoulders. You can work the legs a bit now and stretch the heels and bring the toes towards you, have the toes lined up. And just get that nice open feeling, the shoulders and the chest. You might want to bring your legs a bit wide. I'll be off the edge, but I need a little bit of work there on the legs wide, because we haven't done that today. So how wide can you go? Keeping even. And then maybe bringing the arms back and bend the elbows a little. See how that feels, and move the shoulder blades back from there. You need a bit of room here if you've got the legs really wide, which I haven't got too much room. But anyway, it's a nice stretch. But just gently, a nice stretch there. You can let the legs go wide, let the shoulders go down, and maybe a bit wider if you feel like it. Or perhaps straight back if you feel you can keep the shoulders down from there, and the backs of the hands are down and the arms are strong. And now stretching the palms and pressing the backs of the hands and the arms down into the mat, and keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, and working everything down into the mat and your upper body. And then on an out breath you may feel you can go a bit further with the legs without pulling or pushing or anything, but just letting go. You might find you can go a little bit further. Take a breath or two now. Release on that out breath. Then bring the legs in in, bring the arms in and down, bring the feet into Baddha. Lift the bottom if you've got a block and take that away. And bring the feet maybe down a little bit more. Bring the arms down. Shoulders down. And then bringing the knees together, rolling onto the right side and coming up. We're going to do a bridge now. So lying down on the mat. Have your bottom near your heels. Down on the elbows now. Going down. In. Make sure the feet are facing forward, or even a little pigeon toe with the heels out is okay. Bottom near the heels. Now we're going to go in a bridge, but bring the arms back at the same time. So we're going to breathe in, move the knees away from you. Now imagine your bottom's being lifted from underneath here. And then the arms go back. Now don't turn your head in this position. Okay, so if you want to look first, then look first and then do the posture. Now press with the feet and you'll really be able to lift into this bridge position and right up towards the upper back. And the arms nice and relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Pressing down with the feet to lift you a little bit further. That release on the exhalation now. And then going down very slowly, like a string of pearls, gradually, gradually, gradually. Each vertebrae going down, 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 and release. And let go from there. Just add a little bit, shoulders released. Take a breath. And then we're going to come up to sitting. So, I'm just going here. We're going to start off kneeling, actually. Okay. I'll just do a little twist. So we're going to bring both feet to the left and then cross one foot over the other, the top of the ankle over the instep, the foot underneath. Now if you're very lopsided and the left side of the bottom isn't down, then you'll need a block under the right side to lift you up. Okay, so I'm going to breathe in a lift, breathing out, go over to the right, away from the crossed legs, bring the arm behind you and lift the spine. Now you can bring this elbow over a little bit, so this hand, you can wave at me, and then you can hold the arm and bring this arm over, lift the spine and turn towards the right and bring the shoulder down. Lift, breathing in and turn to the right, breathing out. So stomach's got to work, back's got to work, and turning. Carefully come back to centre, come back to kneeling, bring the feet to the other side. So again, the top of the ankle over the instep of the other foot. And if you're too lopsided, and then a block goes under this left side to make you more even. If you're down on the bottom both sides, that's all right. Breathe in and lift and lengthen. Turn away from the feet. Now bring this left hand behind you. Get hold of the elbow, move it over. Have a little wave. Get hold of the arm and bring it over, lifting the spine. Breathing in, turn to the left, breathing out. So you've got to get the tummy working round here. breathe the arm round, and that's a bit of work on the arms and shoulders, shoulder down, really lifting up and turning to them. And back to centre. So I'm going to sit in Dandasana now. And breathe onto the sides here. Breathe in, lift up, lengthen. Now I'm not lifting the shoulders though, so soft arms.
10 minutes.
Breathe in, breathing out now. Bring the tummy back and in as you start to come forward. See how far you can reach. I have the hands actually just on the ankles at the moment, so you can really lift the body here. Look up. Smile. The legs working, heels stretching away, toes coming forward. Remember we did it with the block, didn't we, last week? And then bring the hands to the sides of the legs or the feet, wherever they go. Release the elbows, breathing in, breathing out, and go down. As you exhale, can you let go a little bit? Except for the legs, they're working. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in and come up. And we'll do Purvatasana, so bring the hands back, stretch the feet, breathe in and lift up. Bring the head back, keep the back of the neck long, looking at the ceiling. Lifting the bottom, breathe and come down. Bring the legs apart and just release down from that. And get ready for Shavasana now, so make sure you're going to be warm enough and lying down on the mat. Making sure the head is centered. Start with the feet on the mat, lying down, down, down. Now. Then stretch one leg, stretch the other leg. Move your right shoulder away from your right ear. Left shoulder away from your left ear. Make sure your chin isn't lifted. Arms a little way away from your body and palms up. And let the shoulders go. Let the legs go. Close your eyes. And release. If your back's not comfortable, just lift your bottom a little bit, move it down so the back feels a little bit released, and have a wiggle now so that you can be entirely letting go and still. So from the hips down to the toes, letting go, releasing all your muscles. Hips, pelvis, tummy, released, soft. Rib cage soft. And the shoulders. Tips of your shoulders. Releasing. Upper arms. Elbows, lower arms, hands, palms of the hands, soft,
through to the ends of your fingers. And as you release the palms, the fingers will curl in on their own. You don't have to do anything. So from shoulders right through to your fingertips, letting go. Release your jaw, your tongue, your throat. All the small bones and muscles of your face, releasing any expression. We don't realise what our face is doing until we focus on releasing. Let it go. Your eyes soft like cotton wool. Releasing a little bit down towards your heart centre. Corners of your eyes released. All around your forehead, your hairline, your ears, your brain. Letting go. Feeling almost floaty. Becoming so soft. Just focusing on softness. Peace. Doing nothing. Start to bring your attention back into your body. Move your hands and your feet a little bit. Place one foot on the mat, the other foot on the mat. Feel that heaviness now. Start to walk your feet in. Bend your knees into your chest. Roll onto the right side. Bring your hand under your head to release. Bring this other arm forward, just letting go from there. Now push and come up to sitting with your legs crossed, and crossing the other way to when we started. Hands in Namaste under the breastbone. Close your eyes. Feel yourself becoming centered again. And this is saying here, for a contented person, a lake is like an ocean. For a discontented one, an ocean is like a lake. So contentment is a choice that we can make every day. And
We had a nice puddle at the end of the garden, so I imagined it was a lake. And open your eyes. Namaste.